Let's go, Commanders fans! America's quarterback is back, and he leads Washington to a wonderful comeback victory. We're going to celebrate Jayden Daniels today, along with Tom Brady on the call. He's not America's quarterback. It's JD5. He was truly sensational, but the blocking was so unbelievably good. Look at this displacement right here on the play side end. This guy gets driven all the way back to Silver Spring, and man, that is just really good stuff. Pull 75 around, block the Pro Bowler here, and Ben Sinnott climbing up through. Bates had a big game, very underrated piece to this Commanders offense, and pretty much every single player on that rush design did their job to perfection. And Georgetown, and what a throw once again by Jayden freaking Daniels. It's one thing if he beats you with his legs. He sticks into a really good pocket right here. Good job by the middle of that offensive line, causing a pile, and boom, really good throw for the first. You love to see it. And then you really started to see Kliff cook. Okay, so you add an extra offensive lineman here for an overload. You're in a pretty heavy personnel. This would still be considered 12 personnel, but in theory, it's 13 with an offensive lineman serving as a tight end. And you're trying to hit a deep play action shot, and it's well defended. So this is what makes Jayden so daggum good. Even if you have the perfect defense, he's going to find a way to squirt through here. Man, this is ridiculously good stuff. This Commanders offensive line, of course, without Brandon Coleman. So we get to hear a little play action fake, and then you have Jayden, of course, stepping up into the pocket, making an absolutely positively wonderful throw here to Deebo Samuel, who I kept telling everyone, he is going to be the fantasy steal. And, well, up to this point, he has been just that. Boom. And Quentin Johnston, also number one, who was kind of forgotten about, has also been a good fantasy steal. But still, there you go. Good throw, good catch. Deebo putting him through the turf, baby. And then, of course, you get your first touchdown of the game. This is really, really, really good stuff. 78, the play side tackle, Laramie Tunsil. You want to know why? He might be in Canton one day. Boom. Really good stuff. So now, what really made this play was that you actually got a 2-for-1 here with Zach Ertz. So 3, obviously Derwin James is in man coverage versus Ertz. He goes blocked to the second level, and now you have 2 guys on 1 player, and that takes away 1 player in the run fit, and that allows Crosky-Merritt. In fact, he's scoring here if he decides to run through either gap. If he decides to go through here, he could score, and then, of course, he decides to bounce, and guess what? That's a really good seal job right there from 63, and now it's off to the races, and there you go. Bill Merritt running into the end zone, untouched. So the biggest play of this game was a penalty where Ladd McConkey took back a punt return for a touchdown. It didn't count because of a roughing the punter. And here's the thing about Jayden Daniels. You can't give him opportunities to let him cook, baby. Look at this throw to Luke McCaffrey. Now, this is a really, really, really good catch. I'm not taking anything away from Luke, but this is an even better throw versus near perfect coverage. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this, ladies and Gentiles. Look at this. Look at this. My goodness. My goodness. And that was pretty clear in this game. Was the Commanders' pass protection was very physical. Look at this chip at the top right here. Boom. Knock him down to the ground. Then you get a good chip from 50, and these rush lanes are already wide because of Jayden's mobility. So look at how far the edge rusher here is out of basically this fit here. So it's basically a one-man rush. Part of it is because of the time. They don't have any timeouts left, and everything is just covered really tight. Now, the downside of when you don't rush is that it allows these very longer developing play concepts to develop, and you have a deep over being run by Deebo Samuel here. It's cut off at the top of your screen, and look at this throw. I mean, my goodness gracious, Boom. Hits Deebo right in the chest. Really, really, really good stuff here. Play action fake to the running back causes both of these backers to head to the line of scrimmage pretty heavy. Then they back out, turn their backs to the defense. Jayden sees that and works all the way back to the check down. Okay, really sexy stuff. Easy pitch and catch. And once again, Jacory Crosky-Merritt is just making big, big, big plays. Okay, I mean, you can't do it much better than that from Jayden's perspective. And I know it sounds like hyperbole, but I do think Jayden puts defenses in a bind more than any other quarterback in the NFL. I'm not saying he's the best, but his style of play is just so difficult to play against, okay? So now the Chargers really can't play man because Jayden is killing them with their legs, his legs, excuse me, and now you're playing very soft zone. I want you to see how many things are actually open for good gains. This is open to 13. This inbreaker to Ertz is also open, okay? You almost, when you play zone against Jayden, it always feels like there's at least two guys open. All right, so you then get to here, and this is just an absolutely wonderfully designed play right here by Kliff Kingsbury. So you put your two primaries to the left side. Okay, you have Zach Ertz here, Deebo Samuel here. You're thinking that the football is going to go over here. Instead, we're working an angle route or a Texas route to the backside, and it's actually not even that. It's just a little screen, and now you have all these rushers here with two blockers in front, and all you need is a very simple seal right there. Boom. Can't do it any better than that. And Bill Crosky-Merritt takes the hit and falls forward. You bring another offensive lineman in and you run in that direction, and you're pulling both the guards. These down blocks are a lot harder than they look, but you seal them. That's really good stuff. Now, Bill sees that this linebacker is in the hole waiting for him, so now it's a foot race. All right, can you get to the pylon before the defenders? And Derwin James, just a tough game for one of the best safeties in the NFL. All righty, you get to this run right here from Jacory Crosky-Merritt, and it's really, really, really good, okay? This is mostly him. It's Derwin James again. He breaks a tackle. How does Crosky stay on his feet? My goodness gracious. And now he's cutting back. Look at that. And then, of course, you have good blocking down the field. You have Jayden getting in on the action here. You love to freaking see that. And, God, look at the speed of Jayden Daniels. He almost beat Bill to the defender right there. 3rd and 10. Once again, this offensive line, that is nasty blitz pickup. Jayden sees that this in the flats is open. And now it's Jeremy McNichols. Look at this. You have a chance to bring him down. You can't, okay? Really nasty stuff right there, and you're picking up the first down. You could make a case from Jayden's vantage point that he should have actually thrown to the shallow drag right there to Deebo, but if your running back's making plays like that, you just get him the football. This is just really, 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 really good stuff from the Commanders yet again. So this is tough for a corner in man coverage to run all the way across the field with Deebo Samuel. So you have some pre-snap motion here, and 24 runs with Deebo across the formation, and Jayden sees that, and it's so hard to guard against that deep over. It really is. So this is where Jayden could kill you in two different ways. The first thing is if he wanted to, he's getting through this for a big gain. Now, he just sits in this pocket and throws this football to Deebo, and it's right on the money, okay? Look at this. Boom. Coverage isn't bad. It's just a really, really, really good throw. And I'm not going to say the corner's name. I know it's sweet for you Commanders fans, but still, I would like to ask someone, and it could be Jayden, I don't know. Jayden hit me up. What this play actually was supposed to be. Was this supposed to be a leak the entire time to Bates? I don't know. So you have a vertical here being run, you're backed up into your own territory. Jayden doesn't panic, okay? He finds his tight end, Bates, bam. That's such an underrated play. And Bates picks up a nice game. Could have been the best run game blocking performance of the Jayden Kingsbury era. It really was that good. Once again, this Chargers defensive line, it's good. It's not like one of the best defensive lines. They're obviously really banged up in their front, but it's still pretty impressive, the holes and the pulls that they were able to complete in this game. And then, of course, this is just going to be a bread and butter play, little RPO action. Jayden likes his numbers out here. Boom. Okay. This is actually really interesting right here from Deebo. So if you were to look at this, you would want him to cut this way. Not the best block right here by Jalen Lane, but Deebo's so good at redirecting, planting his foot up the field, and getting vertical that he picks up a really nice gain on that screen, and he's basically able to pick up a first down. Alrighty, Commanders fans, you are watching the best quarterback in the NFC. I know Dak is balling out. Same thing with Stafford. But as my Jaguar film study friends know, I do factor in cost into this equation. And Jayden on a rookie contract is arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. I mean, this is just ridiculous. We all thought this was a clear throwaway, but no. Deebo Samuel's just also playing amazing freaking football right now. So I'm so excited that Jayden is back. I was so sad these past couple of weeks that he was not available. But, man, it is a really good time to be a fan of this team. So comment below your thoughts, and we'll talk to you soon. Yes! Power Hour NFL. Boom! Tonight we are doing meatballs. Let's go.